In this episode, we talk about draft results, the early meta report thoughts, and Lorecast stuff and the DLC changes. Welcome back to Overexerted. I'm your host, as always, Benny, and with me today is Milo, my new puppy. That's right, we bought a puppy, and his name is Milo.
We're gone. There's no need for us now.
Yeah. What space is there left for us in your hearts, Benny? Hearts? Multiple?
Oh, he's Milo. He's Milo. He's the world's greatest puppy. He's Milo. Milo. He's my best friend, this puppy.
That
He's
isn't you
very
there.
cute.
I'm James. That's me.
Yeah. No, this is the Milo show. No, what are you talking about?
Say, just get it out of the way so we can go back to Milo. Now,
so welcome.
Not named
what I
after
think-
Milo Thatch, then?
I'm gonna say,
Actually, so that was the funny thing. I was trying to pitch names, and my wife and kids are like, okay, let's go over names. And I'm like, Jim. And they're like, no. And I'm like, Jimmy. And they're like, no. And I'm like, Hawkins? Come on. And then my wife's like, how about Milo? And my kids are like, yeah, Milo. And I was like, how about Thatch or Thatcher? So yes, Milo Thatch.
Nice. Okay.
And so I'm gonna do the whole podcast like this, just like he's talking. I think some of the best cards this set are gonna be
all the Pluto cards.
all the Pluto for sure.
All right, James, give us the rundown of what we're talking about today.
We're talking about, we have to finally reveal the results of our reprint draft we did a few weeks ago. Heath is giving the indication how he did. We're going to talk about our early thoughts on what the meta is shaping up to be, which I think we all know. And we're going to talk about the Lorecast today because we actually got quite a bit of news and a lot of all good news. So we are going to cover all those things. And what are we going to do first?
Rip off the Band-Aid.
Let's go with the one that Heath was doing this to.
I think that's a different kind of boo, but sure.
It didn't look very scary. All right, so we're gonna do the draft.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't remember or wasn't here for it, a few episodes ago, we thought we would do have a little fun guessing what some of the reprints were going to be for Fabled. So we each drafted a legendary, a super rare, uncommon, and common from each color, with a couple of exceptions. We had thought we knew that there was only going to be one reprinted legendary of each color and hadn't anticipated the rarity shifts, so we did not draft Ruby and Amethyst legendaries because we thought we knew what those were going to be. And boy, were we wrong.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff wrong.
For who?
So yeah, let's go over the results and see how we did.
Okay, first up, legendaries. Here we go. You got one, Benny got one, and I got two.
I'm so sad about my one. That is not the one. That was the there's nothing else pick.
Not the one you wanted.
No.
And Benny only managed to get the one because it was a rarity downshift.
Yeah. Yours is a super rare. So does that even count? That doesn't count. That's a zero.
That counts. That counts.
Maybe half. Half a count. Half for the card, and lose a half for the rarity.
Man, add, from this point onwards, James, we knew yours very early. So I feel like we could just knock two off your results because yours we knew like the day after. So let's just count from that point onwards.
No. Because this is the only way I win.
I think we could take one of my points away and both of James's points away, and we'd still end up doing better.
Oh yeah. Just wait.
So I'm pretty happy with my picks, not only because they're very good cards that are still in existence, but the fact that I got two of them right, which was very cool.
I'm very interested though, because like we all picked some pretty decent, other than me, Emerald cards, and none of them got reprinted.
And it was the John Silver, which admittedly is a very nice card in, as we'll talk about later, in the current meta that is much more character based, but still.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, mine was also a downshift rarity, by the way, in case anyone didn't notice that there's 2 steel on here. Mine's also a super rare.
Cheat. Burn him.
Whatever.
All right, let's keep going.
Hey, go to the super rares.
Keep making me hurt.
All right. Heath again with 1. Benny again with 1. And me, I got 2 again. Now
both
here's the
downshift rarities.
Here's the fun thing. Yeah, both of mine. Both of them?
Both of yours are rares. Yeah.
Here's the fun thing about Benny's, though. It's the one that we didn't know about in open product, because it's the 0 that we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
We never announced it, and we're not talking about it card. So did we even count that one?
I feel like I should get an extra point because mine's the promo for the release event. So like, it was printed twice, really.
You're gonna keep trying, and you're gonna keep.
If we're going for bonus points here, let's say how I picked the Ariel just before James picked the Ariel.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that my plan, I was like, you know what? They've done a lot of Madrigal support. They're going to reprint some Madrigals. And I picked like 2 or 3 of them. And they reprinted all the other ones I didn't pick.
Yeah. None of us really foresaw them going back to the Sing Together cycle, though.
I know, that was crazy. All the Sing Togethers back. Anyway, This is the super rare. So again, it's a repeated 1-1-2. Heading into the rares. Oh, look, it's the same. Heath with 1, Benny with 1, and me with 2. Rafiki's a good card. Strength of Raging Fire is an awesome card. B-King's a good card. And who
really? Gyro Sensor? Get out of here.
That was the funniest pick for me, because I was like, what's a random card that is in the rares that they could do? And I'm like, this one. Random.
Yeah. I really would have liked to see Morph back. I feel like Morph makes so many things interesting, because there's Floodborns that you just can't play without Morph around. And that's a shame.
Morph should come back. Notice the Madrigal again that did not get chosen.
Yeah. Also notice that Benny went for an aerial strategy and picked all of the aerials that weren't reprinted when so many were.
Yes.
There were 3 aerials reprinted.
4
aerials reprinted.
4.
Who's going to shift? Who's going to shift this aerial when the only one that got reprinted is an expensive one? Nobody.
All right.
All right. In the uncommons, now things are changing. Now Heath and Benny both have 2, and I only have 1. And here's one where Heath stole my strategy and picked a Madrigal, and of course it's one that gets picked. And Benny steals Heath's channel name.
Yeah, I definitely should. I mean, I'm at least glad that my pick before it was also correct. But yeah, I definitely should have picked that.
I like how all of us got Amber on this one.
That's crazy, right? Right. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Again, glad Smash is back. I don't know about one jump ahead when we have both Tipo and Sale. So,
But hey, we want to limit the amount of ramp.
Yes, limit. All right, commons. Here we go. Heath went back to 1. Then he jumped up to 3, and I have 2 again.
Mine should be 3 easily on here. Robin Hood and Stitch 100% should have been reprinted.
Holy.
They reprinted Sergeant Tibbs and the Queen and
the Queen without her shift.
Yeah.
You're Floodborn. But then it's like, what's going on, people? Why are you putting 1-drops?
I don't blame them for not reprinting Friends and Popsicle, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
But we got that Aladdin 2-drop with Ward.
But where are the Stitch? We've got the Stitch shift.
They reprinted the 2-drop.
Yeah, the 2-drop 2/3.
It's even an epic. You can get the epic now of that card.
Okay.
Anyway, we have the bell. That was a good pick for me because we have the shift. So, hey, we needed a shift target. So, yay, I picked the right one there. And Fire the Cannons. Love that one. I don't know. It seems pretty good. We did all right. So what's the final total? Here we go. Heath with 6. Benny with 8. James with 9.
So close.
I'm just saying, if we cancel those 2 that we found out the day after and give me the bonus point for Bell, if we do those 2 things.
And give Benny only half a point for a rarity downshift.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Then I would
We're all
win.
even.
No,
Well, then
no.
I'd win. I'd have 7.5.
I mean, we round you down.
You'll have 7. You'll 7.4.
May I remind everyone that I had first pick at every single rarity.
Benny will have 7.4382769.
Now listen here though.
Now,
I was the middle pick.
But, usually in a snake draft, who gets the first pick at different points, varies. But just because of the nature of it being an even amount, 6 of each, I ended up getting the first pick at every single rarity. We had 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6.
So wait. Now let's point out something here. We had one of the folks in our Discord
Yes.
decided to play along. He took all of ours out.
Yeah. He only picked leftovers.
And how did he do? He got 9 just like me.
So AJ,
I don't understand this though. Everything that AJ decides to compete in with the channel, he wins. Everything.
rigged.
Overexerted champion.
Rigged.
He is.
I would like to point out that the Sing Togethers did all the heavy lifting because I think 4 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he got that high. Otherwise, I don't think he would have gotten that high if he didn't pick on that strategy.
Yeah. Hey,
strat.
I think that might have beaten the playmat strategies. So
Yeah, it did. It did, unfortunately, and the madrigal strategy, except for picking the right madrigals.
if you'd picked the right madrigals, it would have been great. Benny, if you'd picked the right aerials, it would have been great.
It would have been.
I tried.
One pick different, and our picks are switched, and you win.
Yeah.
It's too bad. I guess I am co-champion of the reprint draft.
Congratulations, sir. Your trophy's in the mail.
So hold on.
Yeah.
First draft, I win. Second draft, James wins. But one of us has a draft channel.
Right. I keep saying I gotta stick to this. Is like someone that's addicted to gambling, just having to gamble on everything. Like I just have to draft everything. I should just stick to what I do well, which is drafting the cards to play with.
Doctor, heal thyself.
Right.
So we're going to talk about the meta now.
Oh boy.
This should
be a brief conversation.
I was gonna say, this is going to be really short or really long. So I was like, should we, earlier when we were talking about it, discussing this, I was like, should we bring up one of a tier chart, or should we talk about all the different decks? And we're like, nah. What are we thinking? Amethyst Steel.
Yeah.
Amber Steel aggro, hyper aggro. Blurple. Top 3 decks.
So it's the Amber Steel.
Aggro. It's got strength in the deck, okay? It's not hyper aggro.
Okay, fine. Aggro.
It's hyper-ish.
Hyper-ish. For how many lore that they can generate fast, it's hyper aggro.
It is so insane. I did some play testing the other day, and so many times I was winning on turn 5 on the draw.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Now, here's the thing, though. You gotta love that Ravensburger was like, listen, folks, DLCs were already taking quite a while when it was 2-game format. Now we're going up to best of 3. So we're just going to speed run this and just throw nothing but aggro with limited to no removal.
You will not go
no
to
board
top.
wipes.
But unfortunately, there's also in existence some Emerald Sapphire decks that are those are a slog. Those are unfun looking. They do a lot of control. I think Heath, you mentioned that might be the best control deck in the format.
No, I think I said it might be the only control deck
Oh,
in the
you'll-
format. Like I'm talking about like hard control, not like mid-range control. I'm talking about like hard control, like the hard control like we saw at the peak of Ruby Sapphire, a sailor type control.
Good removal with Hades. It's got the Under the Sea for just getting rid of everything. It's got all the bouncing. It's got the Mother Knows Best. It's still got a lot of tools. So
Yeah.
they can do a lot of work with that deck. Other things that I've seen, like Ruby Amethyst is still hanging around as usual. I'm not sure. What is it? The Racer deck I've seen a few times can be fun, really high roll. So if they can get their cards down and just stick for more than a turn, I think they could start getting that combo to go. I don't know. There's not much else. I mean, there's a lot of decks that are viable for the second tier.
No.
But it's pretty much those 3 decks and then everything else.
Yeah. I've seen some people try to still do the Churna dogs without the Churna.
Yeah.
The Amber Emerald.
Up in there. It's just, I think when Amethyst Steel is in existence, that can handle it easily.
Yeah.
It's just not going to go anywhere.
By the way, I just want it said for the record on record. If that deck ever takes off, I noticed that they're playing the 4-drop Emerald Genie. And so between Lady and the Genie, I just want to throw it out there that I coined the perfect name for it, which is Miss Congeniality.
Wow. That is a good one. I like
Miss
it.
Congeniality.
Sure. We can take it one step further.
All right. So yeah, the meta talk was very short. If you do not enjoy playing one of those 3 decks, then find a deck that could beat one of them.
I mean, we can talk further about how Tiana probably has to be banned.
Well, I mean, turn 1 Aurora and then,
Not
hey, it's
even.
Tiana.
Honestly, like, it's the first aggro deck that I've seen that is perfectly content skipping questing turns like 3, maybe even 4, or either turn 2 and 3 or turn 3 and 4. Just lay out your board into a brick wall and then say expletives that we're trying to hard not to put on the show anymore, and say you figure it out. It's crazy. Like, I was holding back multiple turns with an aggro deck and still just crushing because it gets to the point where it's such a hard lock. I played a couple times against the Sapphire Steel deck, and they kept putting strength to the bottom of the deck with Jasmine. It's like your only answer for Tiana. You just keep flushing to the bottom of the deck.
I guess we're going to have to play all the smashes and cannons and strengths.
But like, what does Fire the Cannons do? Doesn't deal with Daisy. Doesn't deal with Nala. Doesn't deal with Tiana. What does it do? So Smash, but again, Smash doesn't deal with Daisy. Doesn't deal with Tiana. Like,
whatever you can do. Shift Big Tink as fast as you can. And get
Actually,
that
no, because you know what it does? It does 1 damage to everything but Nala and Rhino, and then it challenges in as a 1/5.
Okay, well,
Tiana is or a 0/5 because you got 2 Tianas out.
But it's going to stop people from being able to play that deck. The fact that Tiana went from like a $3 card to a $20 card, that's what is going to stop people from playing that deck. Not being able to buy a Tiana.
I mean, unless you already had it, like some people. Not most. Some.
Well, aren't you 2 collectors? Don't you each have 4?
Yeah.
No, because I was going to put in my order and I kept asking if anybody had cards and I never got an answer. And here I sit.
Well, you're going to have to wait till she rotates out or is banned.
Well, on the plus side, though, I've been looking at like the cards that I'm missing. And a lot of it's set 6. So I'll just be taking set 6 booster packs from now on.
There you go.
There we go. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting meta. I think considering We are going to be inside this meta for challenges.
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see what happens and what people come up with.
One other thing that I think is a good public service announcement: if anyone's thinking of doing a big event, a meaningful event in the next couple of weeks, recognize it's going to be really hard to get some of these new cards because the distribution is just absolutely awful in the States. Canada, we've been doing all right.
There you go. I was going to say, maybe follow that up by saying
Benny's
apparently
going back to his
Canada's
sales pitch. He's
Canada's
like, let me hook you up with some cards. But yeah, like TFM Forbidden Mountain Dan was saying that he anticipates for the next couple of weeks that Dumbo could be $100 US card. Like, is because there's some major tournaments coming up, like and CCQ as well. So
a 6K here in Anaheim this weekend.
Yeah, there's going to be a big demand. So yeah,
good luck.
Yeah.
I do want to say, if anybody needs any of the cards that are reprints, I've already told a couple of my locals, but if anybody needs the cards that are reprints, I'm literally just going after the 33 new ones and getting 4 of those. So reprints are trade fodder if you're looking for them.
You're a horrible collector, Benny. You need to get one each of the reprints.
Don't need them. I already got them. Don't need them.
I know you got to get one of each of them in foil because the foils are different.
Yeah, the foils are...
Yeah. Well, that's actually the only thing that I was considering was like the legendaries and the foils.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, don't need them because they'll just say 9 on them. Mine will say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't need them. Hey, forget about it.
Gosh.
Hey, I've got the mustache. I'm allowed to now.
Apparently, that comes with the territory. All right. So I think there's a lot more to talk about with our third subject.
There's a lot more. We have information from the Lorecast today. It was Greg and JDZ in the studio, and Cooper. Can't remember his first name now. But
it's just Coop,
the TO guy, the tournament organizer, manager dude, the head guy in charge of organizing, competitive, and all that kind of stuff. There was a lot of announcements today. We're going to start off with the one they announced for the season, who our casters will be for both the North America and Europe, and both Rebecca of Rebecca Quest and Baker, the Lorcana villain, will both be hosting every single challenge in North America and Europe. So they're going to be doing a lot of crossing the Atlantic this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's going to be
it's back and forth.
Yeah.
Solid lineup.
Flyer miles.
Yeah. Solid lineup though.
Exception.
There's only one issue I have.
What?
I don't see anybody named James on there.
Yeah.
I actually have to do some casting. Get it real together in order to even be considered.
I can't stress this enough. Calling out there to all the many third-party tournaments that do casting, our boy James needs a spot. So get in his DMs.
Are you in or near the California area? Are you hosting an event for Disney Lorcana? Do you need a caster? Well, look no further because we have James.
Woo!
Wow, look at that.
But also any remote casting because there's plenty of.
Oh, there you go.
Is the 6K not doing any casting, James?
JDZ is actually going to be in town.
Yeah. So go there, knock him out.
I'll be at Disney California Adventure when that tournament is happening. So.
Oh, see, this is the problem. Priorities, James. Do you want to cast or not?
Exactly. That is the problem. There's always something.
You want to bell or not?
Yeah. This and the EU lineup, which I'm sure you have on the next slide, they're fantastic. I was so grateful that I got reassurances from Baker that just because they're labeled as hosts does not mean they won't be casting. There will still be time in the booth, which is great because if you flick to the next slide for the EU team, my favorite duo, and I love all of them individually, but my favorite duo was Baker.
before we go to the next slide, I would like to point out the new person.
Yes.
Is Katie from the Lorekeepers Inn, who is an excellent caster. She's very fun to listen to. She's quick on her feet. She's funny, and I think she's going to bring a lot to the casting game.
And she does her research too. That's become apparent in any casting of hers that I've witnessed. Is Katie, you do an excellent job and you do your research, and I respect that and appreciate that.
I also want to point out, love everybody. You guys are all good, but JDZ's outfits are always just top tier.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like the picture with the Mickey glasses. Come on.
Yeah,
Right.
and the like gold blazing sport
Yeah.
coat there. Yeah. So
Here's
what
the-
I was saying is my favorite duo is Spessy and Baker. Those two together have such a great chemistry that I'm really glad that Baker will still be in the booth and that they will be able to team up again for DLC Bologna.
And the other three are brand new, at least to the English language casting.
Yeah.
Awa and Kim are being added. And then Erica, I think I heard them say that she is from Italy, and she was part of the Italian casting team when that was happening. So
Nice.
that's going to be your team for Bologna.
For Kim, if anyone doesn't recognize her, first of all, shame on you. Go check out her socials. But if you've checked out the casting for previous DLCs, I can't remember which one it was, but she was the one that dressed up as Alice in Wonderland. She had the blue and white outfit on, and she was on the stream and played a great game, by the way. But yes, I that was the first time that I made note of her, and I've been a fan ever since.
All right. So then we just got into the nitty gritty after this. And here we go. Here's the main news. The tickets for both Bologna and Milwaukee will be going on sale, the remaining tickets, on Wednesday, September 3rd at 12 noon Eastern. It says for both. Now, only attendee tickets are available in Bologna, but both the remaining 428 main event tickets and 400 more attendee tickets are being made available in Milwaukee. So if you do not have a ticket and you wish to go, this is your call. The link for Milwaukee, it's going to be Eventbrite, and they said that they will post the link by the 2nd. So it will be posted and everywhere for everyone to have ready to go before the sale starts.
No, you got to hand it to them. Like they've improved since the last one. At least they were like, hey, we got to let people know ahead of time. Here's the tickets. Here's the links. So I will say good job on that. Good job. They've learned. They've improved.
They did. As you can see from all the news we're going to get from here, they improved quite a bit because there's a lot of news that they're talking about and a lot of stuff that they can talk about. A lot of things are usually like, oh, we can't talk about that yet. We can't talk about that yet. We can't announce anything until we have an announcement to make, and they made a lot of announcements today.
Have they started just calling those things Brunos?
Pretty much. The Bologna tickets will be on Fanfinity's site, whatever that link is. I don't think there's going to be an external vendor for that. But let's move on. We have CCQs, the challenge qualifier events. This is the list currently of the ones in Europe. I think some of the dates may be off according to some people in the Twitch chat who are running those events. They're like off by a day or something like that. But it doesn't. Everything will be corrected, and you'll be able to find out about these. And you may notice that there's quite a few of these. There are only 24 CCQ spots available, and right now what they're doing is they're giving one each to each of these events. So only the person who finishes in first is getting an invite to national or continentals for that region. It may change at some point where they give two somewhere, but right now they're giving one per event. And we already had one announced in North America. and that's the Pro Play Summit in Denver. But we have 2 more now announced, and there's one in Tacoma at the end of October into November, and then SCGCon in Vegas at the end of November. That's the weekend before Thanksgiving. And I spoke with Jared, the citizen of Lorcana himself, who happens to live in Vegas. And he said that is Formula F1 weekend in Vegas. So good luck.
Oh my God.
Getting decent hotel rates. So if you are planning to go to the SCG in Vegas, I'd say start looking now for your hotel.
Yeah.
So you're just staying in his spare room, right, James?
That may end up happening.
By the way, can we give a shout out to Jared for the recap that he does on Twitter/X?
I have that up in case we miss anything. I wanted to scroll through it to make sure we cover everything.
Okay, good. Yeah, because he puts in a lot of hard work for that, and it came in very helpful for me today.
Yeah, like 20 posts about it. So anyway.
I don't know how he does it. He's like, I'm stepping away, but he's still like fully invested.
So what they talked about for the CCQs are that they spoke with a lot of TOs, and they gave TOs the requirements. Those requirements, the list of requirements will be available to the public at some point. But they said that they wanted to make sure that all the TOs had them first, so they got them out to, just talking individually to TOs, just sending them to those for the people who were requesting that information. Coop did specifically at one point mention CCS in Atlanta, and like the fact that their upcoming show I think it's in 2 weeks or something is not getting a CCQ. He's like, but CCS is going to have many events before next year's North American Continentals. And then he left it at that. Basically, they're working to get them one.
Yeah. Code for there shall be.
Yeah. And they said that they gave the first one to PPG for their Denver event to reward them for all the work they've done around and in Lorcana to get events up and running and all that kind of thing. So that's why they had to get it done, and they got it done quickly, and then made the announcement with such short notice. And that's just the way that it happened. So it's not great, but hey, at least we got one, right?
It just I think somebody said, I bet you PPG gets an event.
Someone said it.
Well, this is the interesting part. It's like you can work with them at the CCQs. Couldn't you have just stayed together? This is like, I feel like the child of divorced parents. It's like, couldn't you just stay together for me?
Stay together for the kids.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never really know what happened, will we?
No.
All right. And then next up, here is a list of the side events. Now, this is the list of Bologna side events. We don't have the list of Milwaukee ones yet. That's supposed to be posted next week. So some of you may be looking at this and thinking, what is an Ink Sprint starter deck or Ink Sprint
Pack Rush
or Pack Rush? So what Ink Sprint is basically the shorter events. We had these before at the PPG run once. They're like 3 rounds, maybe 4 rounds of whatever it is, and the pricing is more leveled out. So it may be like a pack per win or something like that, as opposed to the regular one that is now just called Core Constructed.
Casual Core Constructed is in there as well, though.
Right. Casual is in there as well. That one probably has much, much more level.
Gotcha. So pricing. Casual is the first tier, then Ink Sprint, and then Core Constructed?
Ink Sprint is basically just as competitive as the regular Core Constructed. It's just a shorter. So it'll be 3 or 4 rounds versus 8 rounds.
Okay.
So the Core Constructed is what we those of you who went to DLCs, you signed up for competitive Core Constructed.
Yeah. It was almost a full day.
Right. It's 8 rounds all day kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So they're doing super sealed.
I saw that.
Which will be a thing. That's very cool. So there's Infinity, there's Core, there's sealed, there's Ink Sprints everywhere. And this is on Saturday. On Sunday, check this out. Infinity Constructed 1,000 players. They're anticipating everyone will want to who gets washed out of the initial the main event
Washed out.
Infinity constructed. They're also doing team trios sealed and team up core constructed.
Yeah.
So a lot of different stuff. And Coop specifically mentioned that they did want to do more multiplayer style events at these events.
I wonder if they do, like, to a lesser degree, some of the DLC promos for that, because they're going to have pretty good pricing to attract 1,000 people.
I'm sure the pricing will be very good. It'll probably be full of non-foil versions of the promos and product, probably.
But I could see foil version of the promos just scaled down. So, like, if it went to top 32 instead, it goes to top 8. You know, in top 32 in the main event card is a top 8 card in this one.
Possible.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive that there'll be a bunch.
Like, definitely no gold Mickeys or anything, but I'm talking about, like, you know, the first one or two.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm confused though.
What?
Well, ink doesn't sprint; it runs.
So my only fear in seeing this, and I think I'm correct in my assessment, but I'm still afraid because I don't know that they specify, so please correct me if I'm wrong, that these are these scheduled events and that there will still be on-demand events.
Yes.
Okay, because draft was always an on-demand event, and I swear if you get rid of draft, Ravensburger, please don't do that. That's all I have left.
I don't recall them saying that these are just the scheduled, but it makes a lot of sense because that's how they announced them before, was here's all the scheduled events.
Yeah.
And later on they would say, and then this is what's available for on demand.
I would really like to see them scale up the draft. Of course I would, but I mean, like, I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, what are they so afraid of?
Doesn't
Ravensburger, we got to talk. Let me help you. Get draft on the scene.
is it
He's a draft king.
Sorry, what was that, James?
Does the draft require more bodies to manage?
What it requires is a deck registration, probably. I don't know, but maybe if the seal doesn't, then no. Scratch that. Pretend I didn't say that. I don't know. Like, what?
Like
Shouldn't
to hang around watching every pod or something?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, it may be
It's worth it, Ravensburger. It's so good.
All right. What other? Let's see. What's some of the other highlights here? Oh, this is just some notes I took down. Coming in the next few days from the Lorecast, so over this next week, we can expect, and we already got this information, which is in Europe, both Ghent and Dortmund, they have added Friday to the main event and increased the cap to 4,096. They have doubled the size of the events for both Dortmund and Ghent. So the main event will start on Friday. We don't know what format Coop said that they're going to have to look into, and they will be changing the format. Because remember that they did a certain number of Swiss rounds on day one, and then more rounds on day two, cutting to the 32, and then playing.
Yeah, so inevitably with 4,000 people, they're going to
have to change that. Now, what they may do is they may still do 2,000 on Friday, 2,000 on Saturday, and then the remaining, whoever gets whatever top on that gets into the Swiss or whatever it may be on day 3. We don't know yet, but it has to change.
Yeah.
So we'll find that out soon.
Yeah.
And they said that may take a little longer. The new format may take a few weeks to change that. He said it's still staying best of 3. They're not changing it from that.
Yeah.
That's not the format they're talking about. Richmond and Indianapolis, they're trying to find a way to increase the cap, but for sure that there will be Friday side events added. So there will not be a dead day on Friday. And they don't know if they will be able to increase both or what numbers they will be able to increase to, but whatever they can increase, they will.
Did they specify, or was this your thought, the if at all part?
He said if at all.
See, thank you. This is what I'm saying. We're not setting, too lofty expectations. We're not setting people up for a fall. It's like, if we can, we will, but I want you to know this is like if. So, brilliant. Thank you, Craig.
Yes. And then he did say that all of season 3 in Europe going forward So the events starting late next year in Europe will all be 4,000 capacity events, and they are working to make sure that North America will all be 4,000 seat events as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Lots of great stuff there.
Good news.
Lots of great stuff.
It may not always sell out 4,096.
No.
But the potential to hit 4,096 is better than not selling as much as you possibly could, right?
Having 1,000 people or 1,500 people not able to go because of the 2,000 player cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's better to have 3,200 people at a 4,000 cap than 1,200 upset people who couldn't get a ticket.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just as happy about them being cautious with relaying the positive news as the positive news, right? They didn't go into their old-fashioned ways that we got great news, so let's just glaze everything and, just focus on the good news. It's like, we got some good news, but also, hey, we can't increase Milwaukee. It's an if on the other two in North America. Like, yes, would it be great if they could do the same in North America as Europe? Of course, but don't, blow smoke. So I'm very happy for that. So really, really grateful for that, and really grateful for. And James, I'm sorry if you had this somewhere else, but really grateful for the fact that they communicated this in other channels than Discord. I don't know if there was anywhere else than Twitter, because that's where I look for the news, but I saw a lot there. So Rochelle, you rock. Thank you for that, for posting all that on Twitter.
And they posted a decent amount of that information also. And then let's go ahead and share Jared's recap here and make sure we didn't miss anything. All right. So we start here at the very beginning, and Jared, of course, says that I watched the whole thing, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
And first off, we have Greg talks about the possibility of eventual integration of PlayHub with the Lorcana app. That would be very cool, having the hub as a button on the app, so you just open the app and get to your events.
I've been saying this for so long, since like PlayHub got released. I was like, wait, why isn't this in the app? Just put it in the app.
Makes a lot of sense.
But I was also saying that because I could, for some reason, never log in because mine never remembered the proper password or login.
Yeah. He addressed the concerns about the rollout of Fable product. I mean, there isn't much they can say except shipping delays. And hopefully over the next few weeks, all of the product will get into the hands of the stores and then into our hands as well. From there, we talk about the tickets. We already covered all that. The side events, new additions for side events, and all that kind of stuff. All that. The casters, the CCQs. This one's important. The tournament rules and play correction guidelines are done.
Yeah.
The new ones. And they are just being localized, and they should be available in the next few days. And they will be made available in the Discord and such first, and then they will be put up on the website soon after. He said that this is the first, of course, this is V1, version 1, because, of course, it has to live in a world where people are playing games and they find things that maybe are still off or broken or whatever it may be. And so expect some changes as we go forward for big events.
You kind of glazed over something there.
What?
There's this other part that says, and that Canada will get a CCQ.
We were getting to
We're remembered. We're important.
True Pate.
You love us. You really love us.
We're throwing you a bone.
James is like, how did I get involved with these two idiots?
The best part is, too, Heath and I are sitting here going, Canada, Canada, oh, Canada. And it's like, yeah, so we're going to put it in Toronto.
There will be one. We'll get a CCQ this season. Like, there may be more than one, but like,
I'm probably gonna hit Tacoma before I hit the one that's most likely in Toronto.
Definitely go to Tacoma.
Yeah.
He talked about prize support. They're sending. I don't know if you looked at the PPG's prize for their tops.
No.
They are getting the convention playmats for, I think you see it top 8 or something like that.
Nice.
They are getting non-foil Elsas from challenges for, I think it's top 2, maybe. And of course the invite for the tops. And they will be sending out non-foil promos, playmats, and things like that. Because remember the event, the Geek Fest in Seattle had 2 uncut sheets for. So they will be sending out a lot of stuff for pricing for these events. So, and it's not just for the top; it's top 8, top 16, things like that.
Why did you have to remind me they made that terrible Elsa promo?
It's amazing though, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited about the Steamboat Mickey Enchanted, so why am I complaining about it? Just enjoy the art, forget the card.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Heath. How can you be mad about an Elsa card when you are excited for a vanilla Enchanted?
Right. I mean, it might as well be vanilla.
The final thing we got was next week's Lorecast is going to involve what Greg described as for all the people who help run tournaments, like judges and support staff and so on. There will be some form of tournament, Ravensburger Play ambassador program for the people who help at tournaments. And whether that is a full-fledged judge program, we don't know, or if it's an all-encompassing ambassador program where they are now providing support to those people who support them in the way of prizing or special exclusive things, or who knows what it is. We're going to find out next week.
James got me really excited when he told us about that earlier, saying, hey.
Oh, for a second there.
I was like, really? And then he's like, nah, just for tournament organizers. Come on, man. You're killing me.
Yeah. So, no ambassador program yet for content creators. We'll see. It should be coming down the pipeline. If they're doing all this stuff, it's coming down the pipeline, right?
Yeah.
Which, obviously that matters to like what 1/10% of everybody, because there's not that many content.
It matters to me.
That's true. I guess there's not that many anymore. As many as I remember, but also there's more coming in all the time.
Yes, don't worry. There, no matter how many go away, there's always more as the game gets more popular.
There will always be Disney fans as long as we look.
Don't worry, Benny. We are imminently replaceable.
I heard James was already talking to another podcast.
I am. No, I just talking to an old podcast.
I was going to say, hopefully you're talking to
Citizen.
We talk all the time. Come on.
Yes, but specifically about.
Just tell him he can come back. He can come back, and we'll all become citizens.
We can be the CW of Vorkana. Just crossovers.
Shotgun Dean Winchester.
I'm talking about their DC CW shows.
I'm the one who appears in all of the shows.
Yeah. I shall be Green Arrow. Thank you very much.
What? No, Sam. How am I going to go? Sam?
Oh, do I get to be
terrible Dean impression?
Whatever his name is, Mark Shepard's character? Because Mark Shepard appeared in everything sci-fi for like a decade. So I'll be him. He's a cool guy. I met him. He's pretty cool.
You know who you could be is I feel ashamed of forgetting his name, but Ultron.
James Spader.
James Spader. Could be James Spader.
There's no strings on me.
We can all be Tangent Man.
Oh my gosh, no kidding, right? Do your All right, let's wrap things up.
All right. So, yeah, I guess the best way to wrap things up is to tell you guys that, yeah, you enjoyed watching this, obviously, or listening to this. So why wouldn't you go and check out Heath's beautiful draft videos, his whole guide on what to look for before you go to your events this week? I mean, I got one on Friday. So, oh, that's tomorrow.
I was gonna
Okay,
say, by the time we release this, it might be too late, but I appreciate the hype.
I'm going to be watching Heath tonight myself. So if you want to win drafts like I have in the past, go and check out his videos. I mean, you're going to win.
Excellent.
Hey, I've watched all of them. Actually,
You were in one of them.
come on, that spoiled my surprise. I was going to say the one on the 2-cost ones was probably the most insightful one.
I'm just going to tell you, it came up today. I was talking to one of the other guests about how everyone's paced relative to each other. Not that it's a competition or anything, but yours did pace the highest as of a few days past release. So,
yeah, exactly.
I know. He never asked me to come back because mine paced the lowest. Anyways, also go and check out James, our other beautiful co-host here. He has a lot of content opening up some product of the fabled variety. Maybe getting some cards that you could be wanting yourself.
if you want to experience that FOMO,
Yeah. I unboxed the accessories, I unboxed the starter decks, and I unboxed a booster box. And it was a little late, but I have a trove now, and that video may be up when you hear this. It may not. I don't know. Maybe I'll open it live on Twitch and YouTube while I'm at DCA on Saturday. We'll see.
Oh,
Fancy.
Getting that promo.
Promo. Yep. Ugh, don't talk to me about promos. I'm stressed about that.
Promo FOMO?
FOMO.
Are you just getting cold sweats at night, waking up, having just had a nightmare about being the last person after they cut it off? Like
Pretty much.
the person in front of you got the last one.
Always stressed about that. Yes.
What do they call those? Anxiety nightmares?
So I'll find out tomorrow how they're handing out the stuff at DCA for when I go on Saturday. So I'm planning ahead for what to do. But tomorrow morning I got to get up at super duper early and head down to downtown Disney and try and get the Bell Apprentice promo, which is being handed out free of charge.
That's really nice.
For the first time, maybe because they have product shortage too.
I mean, if you get a stack of them and you want to send some to people, random people,
Random people. Yes, I'll just pick random people.
And I don't have any content coming out because I am renovating my house.
There's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So check out Heath on the Be Our Guest Lorcana. Make sure you YouTube search Be Our Guest Lorcana.
Otherwise.
And James with the Dan Regal. And yeah, check out their stuff. I mean, you love them here. They're the only reason you guys come back. So
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I saw the viewership spike while I was gone. I'm watching. All right. We love you. And thank you for joining us on this magical journey. We hope to see you again next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.